Hello again, this is Sam Houston, and welcome to My Front Porch. Lead, follow, or get the heck out of the way. Leadership is a unique quality. The military and some other organizations believe they can create leaders through their training programs. Well, I would agree institutions like West Point can certainly enhance someone's leadership skills. I think a true leader is born in certain inherent traits which naturally spurs them to assume responsibility. And those leadership characteristics compel people to want to follow. The trademarks of a good leader are selflessness, commitment, dedication, and a sense of putting the well-being of others ahead of themselves. My hero, General Sam Houston, was a great leader. He had the courage to stand on principle, even when others would have withdrawn. During the Texas Secession Movement, former President Houston stood in front of the Texas legislature and spoke against the motion to secede, even though most of the legislature was calling for Texas to do so. In the end, General Sam was removed from office as the duly elected governor of the state because he refused to swear an oath of allegiance to the Confederacy, but not before he spoke. Though he was 68 years of age, he ripped the shirt off his body and threw it on the floor. He then pointed to the numerous wounds on his shoulder and body which had been inflicted during the Creek Indian Uprising and pronounced, "I have spilled my blood for the Union. I will not turn my back on her now." He feared not for his own political well-being or for his personal popularity. He spoke from his heart, trying to sway Texas from what he believed to be a dangerous and catastrophic course. Later, he was quoted with saying, "Secession will lead to the emptying of our state treasury and the destruction of the flower of our youth, and in the end, we will lose." History shows his forecast was correct. Nowadays, it seems that people who pose themselves as leaders don't really lead, they follow. They check the polls, they look at the number of donations which come into their account, and then they act according to what is trending or who will serve their own selfish political goals. They are loyal to party or to donors and not to the citizens they represent. They fail to offer solutions and yell slogans like, "Drain the swamp," or "We need more transparency," or "corruption," but they seldom seem to present factual evidence, which is the basis of their claims. For the most part, it's rhetoric, meant to scare and influence people who neither take the time nor make the effort to find out the truth. The public is hit with catchy phrases or hears an unsubstantiated allegation, and it seems to want to believe the worst because they've been told over and over again that the government is our enemy. We need to remember, whether it be the U.S. Congress, the Texas legislature, or the city council, we are the people and the government. We decide who's in office and the direction they take. The voter turnout in the last election was pathetic. Get engaged, and instead of listening to those who would shout from the rooftops about problems, listen to those candidates who offer real and meaningful solutions. Remember, a solution is a course of action that is practical, affordable, and doable, not a pipe dream or a political slogan. Pointing out problems without a solution is just whining. Hey, leaders, if action needs to be taken, for heaven's sake, lead your constituents to a solution. If you don't have a solution, ask for help from others to help find one. Instead of petty, childlike antics in politics, name-calling, be concerned with performing the job to the best of your ability and in the best interest of the people you represent. Let right be your guiding light, and not the pursuit of power nor recognition from special interest groups. It's okay for us to disagree. In fact, it's probably healthy and beneficial, but we need not be disagreeable. Work to come together and make improvements and solve problems. Do not inflame your constituents with half-truths and innuendo, which does nothing but pull us apart. Where are the statesmen who are worried about the next generation instead of the politicians who are only concerned about their next election and the power they seek to gain. Let's hope some true leaders step forward and make everyone else get the heck out of the way. Thought for the day. A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say we did it ourselves. Until next time, I'll keep riding the storm out.
You've been listening to From My Front Porch with Sam Houston. Brought to you by the Granbury Theatre Company. You can catch Sam's column every week in the print edition of the Gatesville Messenger or online at gatesvillemessenger.com.